Good Thursday morning, YouTube. Back in the office at around 11 a.m. today. Actually, it's more like 11:30. But anyway, here I am back again. These are all my watches. These are not for the business, but I do have some to list today. Basically, these over there are ready to list, all 5 of them. And then I have some more watches right here, batteries replaced, ready to list. So I think that's probably where I'll start out today. Before that, I actually have my memory card from my camera here. It's all blocked off with the pictures I took yesterday. Ready to see for the first time, first reaction, what happened, how did it work out. Let's see that. Close up my Final Cut here, video editor. Open up the photo editor instead. Click on import. And if I go down to the subfolder here, there they should be at the end. Ooh, yeah, those are looking pretty good, some of them there. We're going to have to see how they turned out. Let's check it. And there you go. There are the thumbnails there. And you saw the photos in yesterday's vlog, so I guess I'll have to edit them up and get them in there. Well, that vlog took a little while to edit. This is a 27-minute Friday vlog with all the garage sailing and stuff in there. It took me about an hour and a half or something similar, and now it's time to get some stuff listed. Actually, I got those 2 listed right there that had pictures from yesterday, but now it's time to get a couple other things pictured. Probably those. And one thing I'm pretty sure I'm going to do today is actually take the photos for those items with my phone. I'll give you some tips on phone photography and just see how good of photos I can take out of there. So anyway, let's get into that. Okay, so as you can see, the light tent's all lit up here, and here's my phone. Let's go into the camera mode. Here's the biggest issue with most phones. They are bad at taking pictures of small objects. And there's a few different ways to combat that. So not sure where I left that off there, but anyway, there's a few different ways you can do certain things on your phone here. As you can see, I have it pretty zoomed in here. I would suggest not using digital zoom in most cases. As you can see, I have this kind of clunky control here. This camera that I'm using here, this phone I should say, actually the LG V20 has 2 cameras. It has a wide angle right there. It also has a more of a telephoto. This is actually a 30mm lens equivalent versus a 19 on the other one there. Most phones only have 1 camera, obviously. And I think there's definitely different things to be said for both, but I'd try to get to a mid-range focal length, so I would zoom in just the smallest little bit. The digital zoom here is not a very smooth tutorial because I have to go and set there, but I'd say something like that would be a pretty good focal length for the photos you're taking. Just as long as your camera, or I should say your phone, I keep saying camera, has a fair amount of zoom. And then, just like with any other camera, the most important thing is good lighting. So, if there's anything to take away from this, zoom in your phone camera just a little bit to maybe get a better angle on smaller items. And obviously, if you can't focus that closely on your camera, you can zoom in a little bit to do that. But basically, zooming in on this is actually cropping it. So, it's the same as cropping on your computer, very similar at least, and it will degrade your image quality if you zoom in too far. So, that's what I suggest. Let's take some photos and see how those turn out. Generally, phone photos are very acceptable and pretty good for eBay. Okay, so took some photos, had some fun outside, and now I'm back in the office. Gonna make a veggie shake here in a minute. But here are the photos that I took with my phone. There are those watches. Let's zoom that back out there. As you can see, the biggest issue with the phone is over sharpening, and also the stand's a little bit dusty. I should have cleaned that off. But anyway, a little bit pixely on there. Noisy, grainy, whatever. But all in all, very good. As most phones today can take pretty good photos. These turn out pretty well. Have to edit them up and see how they work. Okay, so final edit on the photos here. As you can see, they turned out fairly well. It's just as to be expected. Basically, if you have good lighting, lighting is the most important thing for your photos. That being said, there were a couple noticeable things here. First of all, over sharpening and over processing the camera. Let's just pump in here a little bit. This is more like pixel peeping kind of thing here, but as you can see, it's very grainy and sharpened and all that kind of thing. If you go in that close, it doesn't look very good. It looks kind of grainy. So for professional work, for large printing work, definitely would not work. For eBay photos, on the other hand, phone is entirely sufficient if you have a good phone. You don't necessarily need a bigger or nicer camera. No dealer uses phone for all his photos, and as you can see, turned out pretty well. Let's get those up and listed. It would definitely change, and my workflow changed a little bit, but another thing I noticed is that it was just kind of a pain to shoot with a camera like that. It took me twice as long at least, and the editing time was a little bit longer too, due to the shorter dynamic range and a few other factors there. So I will be going back to my normal camera for the rest of the photos tonight, just a quick experiment. And there you go, a very appetizing vegetable shake of 6 radishes, 4 carrots, and some lettuce. I need to go heavier on the lettuce, less on the carrots next time, I think. Pretty good though. And with that, time skip. Well, I guess I had some pizza there, didn't even vlog that. Got all of these watches here up and listed. Actually, one more that still needs to go live there. I don't know why that isn't there. I must need to refresh it. Anyway, there's some really good ones in there. There's a Japan-made rare one there, 170, and then just some other various good World Stock Casio watches. All listed up right there. Now it's going to be time to hit up some more accessories. So let's get into those a little bit here. The night is coming to close though, quitting in about 30 minutes. Okay, so actually there, as you can see, the file number is 17 items, $1,411. That's where I'm going to end off the vlog for today. Actually, in the last 30 minutes here, I'm going to edit one more vlog. I need to get those back and caught up. Anyway, thanks for watching the vlog today. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for another vlog tomorrow. No out. Goodbye.